Okay, let's talk about why everyone is talking about my garden and this when they drive by my house. I just don't understand why. Like, what is it about my garden that people are, all interested in? I don't know. But maybe I can ask you because I plant in zone 6A in the Catskills, New York, and this is the main road that is in front of my house. So we are in the front part of my yard, zone 6A, upstate New York, and this gets morning to afternoon sun. And I think I have a few ideas on why everyone is talking about my yard or our yard, right? One, raised bed established. We inherited this rock wall. We did not put this in, but what we did plant was maiden grasses, an incredible hydrangea by proven winners, a spirea that blooms white, and this thing goes off. I'm talking about summertime bloom going into fall, becken ferns that are native here, a juniper, a sedum, and it's really pretty, right? Like it did not have this kind of item gravel walkway. We had that installed. When you come around here, for people that lived in this neighborhood for a long time, they weren't used to this. We weren't either. This was nothing but grass, grass and rock. We came out here summer last year, got on our hands and knees, pulled every single weed, transformed this particular front bed, which we are calling zone 1. Across my property is 1.4 acres, and I have about 9 garden beds that I am trying to transform. So when you see something like this, a 20-foot spread, get ready because this is exactly what's going on throughout my entire property, whether it's finished or not. All right, I got three grasses. I have 2 junipers. I have bordering catnip edge with black metal edging, 2 beautiful concrete pots that have sedum spreads in there. And this probably takes about, I would say, 50 bags of mulch, to retain weeds and keep the moisture down. And that's what it's about for me because I cannot be around here plucking a whole bunch of weeds. I'm low maintenance. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I want. I want to build a low maintenance yard. But let's swing around here. This is the cove. The cove sits right alongside of zone 1. It's a little nook. It's a shade garden. It has a wrought iron set. It has a Japanese maple, some hosta, some spruces, some asparagus ferns, some pines, more catnip, creep I love. And let me tell you about my pots. I don't play around with my pots. My pots are either going to be concrete or terracotta. Get into it. I have 9 pots here, whether they are terracotta or concrete. I don't play around with my pots. Okay. So this right here is going to be Mom's garden. What Mom's garden is divided between 2 garden beds, zone 1, zone 2, and zone 3. What people are loving about our yard and why they're probably talking about it is when you come into Mom's garden, the conifers that we have. We have a weeping blue spruce. We have a 8-foot deodora. We have a mint julep, weeping juniper. I'm going to call it a little twirly juniper. And we have a Colorado blue spruce. These 2 beds were part of the back-breaking work that my family helped me do this. We again put our hard work in this. About 75 bags of mulch went into this bed. About 20 bags of mulch went into this bed. Both beds required getting on our hands and knees, pulling weeds, amending the soil, pulling up rock, planting. I actually traveled 3 hours to bring these home. When I say home, I mean right here in the Catskills. Both of these actually were purchased in Delaware, which is 3 hours from here. So I traveled 3 hours just to bring these here. I work with a beautiful nursery that actually helped me, think about conifers, think about the way that I'm planting my conifers to make sure putting everything in the soil properly. See, the thing is that I have clay soil, right? So in order for me to do this properly, it's not like I can just put something in the ground and go and just do my thing and move on. I can't do that. My last thing that I actually planted was the smoke bush. I'm really stoked about this smoke bush. The smoke bush is going to get about 4 to 6 feet. It's a miniature smoke bush. It's actually going to bloom. It's not smoking yet. It has a little bit of, I think, some issues with like some pests. Hi. But that's not stopping folks from looking at this yard. See what I'm saying? Someone actually just rolled by and it was like, hey, see that? Check that out. See that person in the back of us? Look at them going down. They were like, oh, they came over to see the yard. See what I'm saying? People were talking. All right, let me get back to the work here. I'm going to talk to you about my pollinating garden. The pollinating garden is percolating with bees and butterflies. This is a hex blue juniper pom-pom. I know my Aunt Lula, when she sees this, she's gonna be like, boy, I told you no, don't be buying anything else. We didn't transform this shit. Okay, Aunt Lula, I know. But see, I can't get enough. I am loving the way that this pollinating garden is shaping up. I have Queen's Anne lace, which is native. We have foxglove. We have an azalea. We have some ferns. We have a lily. We have yucca. We have gora. Again, all of my pots are either terracotta or stone. We have Japanese maple. This pollinating garden is really transforming, right? We have a fountain, the Japanese maple. It's filled with perennials and it's filled with annuals. I love the terracotta bird bath that we have over here. A teak wood dining set, some lamb's ear, my Flame Pro grill, another lollipop conifer, and I just planted these climbing roses. These are white. They're a ground creeper. I have them in this pot for now, right? But I need to kind of figure out exactly where I'm going to put them. Okay. We are loving the way that this pollinating garden is coming up, right? You may be looking in the back, why are you going to see so many orange tags? And that's because in about 2 weeks, we are going to have about 16 trees cut down. Most of them are dead, right? We're going to have 3 stumps that will be grinded out, 1, 2, and 1 by the shed. This is going to become part of our 5-foot walkway that will be with pea gravel and made from my utility vehicle, right? Now we're in the backyard. The goal is this will be a fire pit. Now, people may not be talking about our backyard just yet. The backyard looks crazy and you may be thinking the same thing. But let me tell you, maybe in about 2 years, 3 years, I am really going to transform this backyard. So I want to come off of our deck. I want to make sure that there is a pathway here, and this area here is going to lead into a fire pit, right? Over here, I want this to be another bed. As you look this way, I want it to be called Conifer Island. You'll notice over here that there's a lot of trees that have orange tags. Again, 16 trees are going to be coming down, including this and all of this. Straight down the middle is going to be about 1,000 square feet of nothing but conifers. I'm going to have my 5-foot kind of pea gravel walkway that's going to go cut through our yard, that's going to be able to wrap around into the front. As you kind of come down, remember we have about 1.4 acres of land. We'll have all of this kind of scraped. And then that way, you'll be able to see my weeping spruces, my blue junipers, my deodora here. It doesn't look like anything yet. I'm showing you the mess, but that's okay. The goal is that I am going to be able to kind of walk through our yard. We're going to be able to kind of like enjoy what I'm calling Conifer Island. We're going to be able to walk and walk and walk and walk and walk and walk. And, this is going to have structure. It's going to have more beauty, just like the front of the house. This wood chip that came from the last tree work that we had done, I'm going to use that as mulch. I've been using it already. It's been really good in my kind of blue Atlas cedars. Over here, this is like the most flattest part of our yard. So this we're calling a dream cabin. This is going to be a 20 by 10 kind of screen-in porch. This is going to give us an opportunity to sit back here and enjoy. As you come around here, you're walking through. This is our willow. That's going to get about 50 feet. It loves water. Another conifer, another blue conifer, a pine, Himalayan pine, another Colorado blue spruce. You know, you just come around. If I walk you through the fire pit area now, right? So the fire pit, just imagine all of this cleaned out. That's gone. The fence will be nice and designed with landscaping. This is going to become a 5-foot path for the utility vehicle. This is getting removed. This is a 5-foot path. I'm going to be walking through here. All of this will be removed. This is a 5-foot path, right? This stump is being removed. All of this is going to be 5-foot pea gravel. So beautiful for my four-wheeler. And this is exactly why people are going to be talking about my yard, continuing to talk about my yard. And here is the thing. I don't even know where my manners is. I never even got a chance to tell you my name. My name is Stephon. This is Root and Roam Life. If you are liking how I'm designing my property, 1.4 acres across nothing but clay soil. I'm building low maintenance garden beds across this cabin property of mine. You should continue to stay on top of my journey, and you can do that by subscribing to my channel. Hit the link below. If you want to know exactly how I'm achieving all of this and how you can too, the reset method is 5 steps. It's a 5-step framework that is going to reclaim your time. You can download that on the link below, right? It's literally 5 simple steps. Reimagining, establishing, simplifying, engineering, and trusting the process. Where I'm at and what I just walked you through was T, the last step of my reset method. I'm trusting the process. I don't know about anyone else, but I know exactly why people continue to go up this road, and everyone is talking about our yard. The conifers, the collection that I am planting, the details that I'm paying attention to, the color palette is the reason why people continue to look at our yard. I don't know if it's inspiration for you, but it's definitely inspiration to me. I'm coming here every Sunday, right? This is my summer garden tour. It's my first garden tour. And please, if you see any imperfections, that's okay. I am not here to be perfect. I am literally here with you and for you. This is Root and Roam Life. So I want to leave you with something. Root deep, roam free, and stay grounded. Until the next video, I will see you soon. Peace.